Sorry about that. All right, I brought her out just to highlight a trainer and a breeder. A guy named Josh Owens. Pix will be the third War and Peace canine dog I've owned. It'll be and then I've worked with 5 others outside of my own personal dogs. Josh is putting off dogs that are not only what you're looking for as far as drives, but they also are social level-headed dogs. And he's consistently doing it, which is more than you can say for a lot. Josh maintains connection and contact with anybody who buys dogs from him. He's super good about asking all the questions that need to be asked from would-be buyers to find out whether or not they're ready for a War and Peace dog or not. What level of War and Peace dog they want, what job, what are you going to do with the dog later on down the line. Works hand in hand with the buyer to pick out the right dog. And if the right dog isn't in his litter, he's not going to hand it to you and send you home with it just to get the money. And I have to respect that. As far as his breeding program is, he's just jam up consistent. He's not worried about flashy names or flashy titles, or just breeding dogs that work and throw consistent litters. And like I said, 3 of my own personal dogs now, Pixel included, and 5 other dogs that have been through my kennel. Didn't introduce myself. I'm Scotty Hardison. I'm owner operator of small training business, Civilized K9, and I just can't highlight or speak highly enough about Josh Owens and what he's done with his breeding program and with his training business and his training club and dogs. Josh picks out selective dogs out of litters and holds them back and places them in job specific homes, raises those puppies up from jump to be whatever level of personal protection dog you want, or whatever, or off to work with a department somewhere or a government agency. His training club, he's hands-on with those people, and when they show up with a dog that's outside of his kennel or not from another person's kennel, he does everything he can to bring out the best in that dog, while at the same time not just milking the person, knowing good and well that they brought a dog in that's not going to do the job that they came to him to make that dog to be. He's just an honest guy, runs honest business, produces consistent litters. It's hot. It's 90 degrees out here, and she's panting her butt off, and she's still, she's the type of dog you have to be her advocate. She's going to go, and she's going to go, she's going to go. And she's had, like I said, we've done no training with her, and she can switch it off and just be loved on. But the second you give her something to target, or give her, trigger her in her food drive or prey drive, or even her defense drive, which is something we're not touching on right now, but she has it and it's there. She can switch back and forth very well. We are going to start doing some actual training with her and getting her moved on. I just wanted to see what these dogs did without the influence of formalized training or without hands-on, just how these dogs matured up into 6 months with her when I got her. And Josh is just producing just amazingly consistent dogs, and an honest guy who if you ever call him back a year later, 2 years later, the dog's too much, I got a new job, anything, he'll take the dog back. Now, I'm not saying he's going to buy the dog back from you, but if you're in a bind, you know, he will bring the dog back and take the dog back. Matter of fact, I think it's in his contract. If you can't keep the dog, you need to call him and bring the dog back. He's got a really nice program. He's just a really nice little training club up there at War and Peace in Tignall, Georgia. Very hands-on with the people there. It's a laid-back atmosphere. It's not in one of these clubs where you have to be somebody in order to be somebody, if you know what I mean. He'll work with anybody of any level. Brings new people in to shine lights on areas that they thrive in, or that they have history in. My history is working gun dogs, and dabbling in the working dogs here. I just wanted to make this little short video, well, long video now, sorry about that, but I just wanted to make this video to highlight him. He's the type of guy that gives you the shirt off his back and doesn't promote himself like he ought to, and I think he should. I've had dogs from some multi-million-dollar kennels that super duper operations, just immaculate, but they were just nerve bags. They just not producing and not consistently producing the same thing that Josh is putting out. And I think that comes down to he doesn't mind taking a loss when it comes to what he produces and what he puts out in his yard. If a female dog or a male dog just doesn't produce themselves, or you know, the numbers inside the litters that they produce just isn't what Josh is up to Josh's standard, then he's not going to breed that dog again. He'll work that dog and work it towards a job and rehome it and sell it into another, move it into an area that it will be. Value. Anyway, I don't do a lot of this social media stuff, and I don't do a lot of these videos and that stuff, but I just thought somebody should. Again, Scotty Hardison, run a little small training business. It's Civilized K9. Have lots of experience over the last 5 years with Josh and War and Peace dogs, and you know, he has never failed to pick up the phone and answer a question when I had it about these dogs. Has never failed to when I refer somebody to him, for them to not come back to me and tell me how great he was, or how much he helped them, or how he helped them pick out the right puppy, or how he helped them solve a problem with one of their dogs. It just needed to be said. It wasn't something I could write a quick blurb about and stick on his Facebook page, or stick on social media out there, because there was more that needed to be said, and I can't recommend him enough. Over the past few years of me working with him and his dogs, and dogs that come out of his kennel, I'm proud to say I call him a friend. And anyway, if you have working dog needs, you're in the market for a green dog, you're in the market for a new puppy, a sport dog, a personal protection dog, give Josh Owens at War and Peace a call. Or if you're looking for a home for you, a training group home, give Josh Owens a call. He's tops in my book, especially around that area of Georgia, which is Tignall, in that northeast area up there in Georgia. So anyway, that's it. That's all I got to say.